to call the closeted Disney adults are emerging from every corner, every basement, every household, every office place, everywhere, after what has gone on this last week. Now, specifically, I'm talking about the 90s babies or the early 2000s ones. The ones who grew up watching Disney Channel and the ones who we all wanted to do the little, and you're watching Disney Channel. Those, if you know, then you're going to like this episode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to be even more confused in like 2 seconds. Apparently, we've all been suffering from years of just sadness and confusion. But after a few recent key pop culture moments, we have all been brought to center of sorts. Let's talk about it. Okay, so the first video that kind of kicks us all off is that the Jonas Brothers just announced their new tour, and they just had their first concert of the tour last night at MetLife, which is in their home state of New Jersey. So this started to play at their concert. Why does it already make me like emotional? See, nostalgia is powerful. Is it a drug? Is it an emotion? Whatever it is, it's hitting everyone. I literally have like goosebumps. That's so cringe. See, this is what I'm saying. We're the closeted Disney adults. I'm not the one that's gonna walk around Disney World with my like Disney paraphernalia, but I will just totally geek out about stuff like this. Sorry.
She's really good.
They use that scene. It's a meme. She's really good. Didn't you guys use that? My editors used that on me recently. Bum biddy bye biddy bum.
She's really good.
We're gonna get a little nostalgia for a moment because I'm stressing why this is important to everyone for different reasons. For me, like this little moment that they're showing of Nick Jonas, this is Camp Rock 2, I think. He's singing a song. That song was recreated by my matron of honor at my wedding, and she sung the entire song in a way that had to do with my husband and I. Like, changed all the words.
It's your wedding day, gonna be everything you dream. Everyone you love, all here just to celebrate Reagan and you. Meet the roar box.
Like, that's how much this is like integrated into our lives. Oh, cringe. Okay, so they're teasing up Camp Rock, okay? And everyone's like, what's going on? And then they bring out Demi. Now, they haven't shared a stage in a long time. There's been a lot of drama, a lot of stuff that has gone down since the good old Camp Rock days. And now she's returned and she sings with him. It's the cutest thing. So wholesome. She looks so healthy and normal. And that's so encouraging also. That was a huge part of this. Everyone's like, wow, it looks like Demi again. Because again, for years, she was saying she sees aliens. She was saying she's a he, they, or they, whatever. And she just looked unhealthy. She didn't look right. And now she looks like herself again. Yes, Demi, you are where you're supposed to be. You're normal again. Like, I'm also glad, okay? As a child, you think about certain things like, oh, you glamorize it. It's so cool. They're so talented. And then when you get older, you look back and you're like, ugh. These people actually, they carry. Like, even now, their voices in this song, frankly, still hold up. If not, they're still elite.
She's really good.
This is me last night writing another script, okay? The bonding that I was experiencing from these strangers on the internet, I'm just, we're just all the same. There's no original experience literally ever, except for those who got to be at that concert, frankly. Disney Music commented, they're just like real. And the creator's like, you get it. Someone else said, pretending to be an adult is so hard. Couldn't be more true. I think that's what a lot of these people were realizing. It tapped into our inner child. And then we're like, oh yeah, but we're adults now. Rough. I always thought when you get to a certain age, like the joys that you would have as a child are gone. Right? Like you would forget that. I would forget about Camp Rock. I would forget about that song that we all loved and grew up singing. Like, but we don't. Isn't that interesting? You're adding layers, but you're not necessarily shedding all those ones that I thought you would just remove by this point as a 28-year-old woman. So then in this concert as well, they bring out Jesse McCartney to sing Beautiful Soul. Wholesome. And where's Jesse been for the last 2 decades? But again, good to see him getting this moment of recognition. Cute. So then if this concert specifically couldn't get any better, it ended with all of the Jonas family coming out. They even brought out Frankie Jonas. Okay, Frankie's the brother that everyone forgets they have. They do have a 4th brother. So the brother comes out, then the Jonas parents come out who taught them to sing, and they sing with the boys the last song. It's so cute. And then all the boys their wives and their children come out. I mean, the bros went through the time where they were not loving bros. You know, they went through some beef again. So all the drama, it's like a lot of healing happening here. That's their dad. And the guitarist is weeping. Everyone's I'm sorry. I don't care if you don't like the Jonas Brothers. That's cute. That's cute. It just feels like nature is healing. And that reminds me of Balance of Nature. You know, their fruit supplements are packed with mango and pineapple and wild blueberries and bananas and so much more. They taste amazing, especially if you mix it into like your morning oatmeal, or your smoothies, or your yogurt. Plus, they also have a veggie supplement that has powerhouse ingredients like kale and spinach and even mushrooms, making it easy to add to salads and soups and other dishes, again, just to kind of add some flavor. And they also have a fiber and spice blend, and that combines 12 spices with 4 whole fibers. It adds incredible flavor to drinks and gives you more of that fiber that apparently 90% of Americans are missing. I love taking my Balance Major to make sure I'm getting those nutrients in every single day. It's also super easy to bring with me when I'm on the road. So I just love making sure I have my Balance Major with me to make sure I'm getting all those good things into my body. Because sometimes the simplest, most convenient solutions actually make the biggest difference in how you feel every day. So if you guys want to try Balance Major for yourselves, you can go to balanceofnature.com and use promo code Conrad for 35% off your first order as a preferred customer. Plus, you get a free bottle of fiber and spice. That's balanceofnature.com, promo code Conrad today. So you might be saying, Reagan, why are we talking about this? Okay, because I think it speaks to a larger moment within my generation, okay? And I think it's important to call it the good ones when we see it. This girl kind of made this video talking about this a little bit.
I just got this really strong feeling that Demi Lovato performing with the Jonas Brothers and singing camp rock songs like bounced us back to the right timeline. And I'm like really hoping this is true because like we just really need to get back on track.
Why? Are we off track perhaps? Did we have maybe 4 or 5 years where we were really off track? Interesting. Interesting.
Like I have this sense of peace and calm that I haven't felt in like a really long time. And I'm like, oh my God, like that's what we needed. We needed Disney Channel reunions.
Well, Disney Channel reunions be what saves our country. I mean, no, but it is gonna, again, for a moment. Jesus will though.
Maybe I'm just grasping at threads because like I don't like the timeline that we're on, but this feels like it shifted something in the universe.
Everyone's saying this. Again, it's just a moment of nostalgia. The power of nostalgia is what this is showing. But everyone's been so like, what the frick's going on in the world that now they're happy for a moment again. Someone said, is the war over? We're so dramatic. Like the American youth in our American age, like we're so blessed in so many respects. And we have actually had it so good and safe, especially when I'm comparing country to country. Like this age group, we've just been in such safety. We've been great, guys. We're okay. However, I get that there's been a lot of craziness. And I'm glad that we're at least acknowledging that something's been wrong in culture. And maybe Disney Channel will be what fixes it. Frankly, the problem is they're part of the problem. So this is all like post-Disney. So I want to make that very clear. This is not current Disney doing this. This is like the grown-ups, the Disney adults who have grown out of Disney bringing back this nostalgia. But Disney, again, is still, I would argue, one of the perpetrators of this issue. So this is the start of something new.
The start of something new.
What is Mercury retrograde? A lot of people are saying that that's over. I have no idea what that means. I'm probably better not knowing.
It's for the astrology people that believe that when the whatever happens in the sky, then your emotions are going to shift because of the stars. I don't. That's about as much as I know.
Nice. Yep. That tracks. Haven't felt this since November 7th, 2016. Ah, yes. Things got bad the second that Trump was elected president. Yes, of course. But Joe Jonas and Demi Lovato will be what fixes it, apparently. Someone said this in Freakier Friday. Because this isn't the only nostalgic moment that has happened in the last week. I mean, yes, the live-action remakes aren't working. And Disney, I guess, finally paid attention to that. So instead, they decided to hone in on an emotion and a feeling that they knew would always work. Nostalgia. Hence why I believe they brought back Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. They did Freakier Friday. Diane and I just went to see it on Friday, actually, the day it came out, you know. We really had to do our research. It was a great movie. What did I rank it? I think I ranked it... Okay, I say great movie and then I'm about to rank it really bad. I ranked it like a 4 out of 10 if you have no nostalgic attachments to it because it's like meh. But if you do, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. Maybe just watch it when it comes out on DVD. That just aged me. What does it do? It comes out on Netflix. Yikes, whenever it comes out elsewhere. Speaking of nostalgia, let's just bring back DVDs. Or Netflix when you have to order it and then it comes in the mail.
That was so exciting.
It was exciting. You had to like pick it and you had to wait a couple days. It wasn't instant gratification.
I'm too young for that.
Between all of this and Selena Gomez returning to that new Wizards of Waverly Place show that she started doing, and now even Miley Cyrus is teasing a resurgence of Hannah Montana for the 20th anniversary happening next year.
Hold up.
Big news in my world, but we're all just being hit with the nostalgia very, very hard. I will 100% be going to that. If that is a concert, I will be there. I did skip Eras, but I will go to that. I will dress like Hannah. I will do what the Eras tour girlies did. I will do that for Hannah Montana, 100%. See the vibes. I think too, when everyone's like, we're healing, this is so good. It's because all of our icons, after these moments of like these shows and these characters that we loved, they all kind of went haywire for a couple years. And then, at least for someone like me, they broke my heart. Like someone that I loved and was a role model of mine went off the deep end. And I just watched like all my childhood be like, oh, that's like who they really were. Or that's like, it kind of like broke down the character of these icons. And I think now that everyone's also starting to like, they're physically starting to heal, that's healing all of us too. Because we watched a lot of their suffering and that was hard. Whether it was Demi or Selena or Miley or like all of them. So maybe that's a part of this too. It's like, it's coming back around, like full circle. I don't know if there's something about Taylor owning her masters, Jesse McCartney getting to perform Beautiful Soul in a stadium and tearing up as the crowd sang it back, Demi Lovato and Jonas Brothers singing songs from Camp Rock, Miley being free to perform Hannah Montana songs, Selena Gomez finally getting her Happily Ever After, and Lindsay Lohan getting a comeback where she's healthy and excited to be making things again, that my mid-2000s kid heart is very full. I mean, that's, there's just a lot of loose ends that feel like they're being tied up this week in pop culture. Oh yeah, and Princess Diaries is coming back soon. There's like a new Princess Diaries. Devil Wears Prada is being filmed again. I mean, they're just tapping into the nostalgia very, very hard. It will work. The only sad part of this like nostalgia deep dive that I was doing is that Claire's, if you remember, you probably do, it's still in every mall, it feels like in America, it is filing for bankruptcy again. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows. That might be gone soon. R.I.P. Still love that store. The only thing that's missing here is that the Lizzie McGuire reboot never actually happened. They had the scripts, like it was gonna happen, and then it just fell apart. So now they need to pick up on the fact that we will just run to the nostalgic moments, and they better produce us a great series. They better. But overall, this nostalgia has a strong grip on social media this week. And it seems that everyone can agree that somewhere along the way, we lost things a bit. Perhaps the thing we lost, though, most of all, was normalcy and unity. In our childhood, our identities were not found in politics or ideologies. We shared common loves of things like our favorite TV shows. Things were simpler, too. We were kids. And while we can't suddenly go back 2 decades, we can and should attempt to use this rebalancing of sorts to move forward together with a bit more love, like we successfully did when we were kids. Thanks so much for watching today's episode. If you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. For other content, you can also follow me on Instagram and X, as well as our brand new comment section Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next episode.